Awesome. I was on the iPhone. Okay, thanks, Rameses. We were wondering who that was. All right. Good morning, 604.
My name is Camilla, Miss R, and
Is David?
Good morning.
Good morning, Leanna. That's Mr. Haas, your assistant principal for the math and science department, all right? He's just going to kind of come in and see how awesome class is. Hey, Haas. All right, guys. All right, so a few little quick reminders. First off, I just want to say thank you to all those that came to Saturday school. We had over 45 students. That was amazing. I also just quickly want to shout out a few students in here with their iReady. Remember, you're supposed to do 150 minutes, so shout out to the following people. Justin did 1 hour and 6 minutes in here. We had, who else do we have in here? We have David, he did 2 hours, 31 minutes. Rameses did 1 hour, 12 minutes. Caleb did 1 hour, 37. Samiri did 4 hours and 31 minutes. We also have Natalie did 1 hour, 42 minutes in here. We have Adam did 2 hours, 30 minutes. Kalani did 1 hour, 16. Liana did 2 hours, 32 minutes. And if I missed anyone's name, that's what I got. So if I missed your name, I apologize. But just remember, you need to do that 150 minutes. The lessons are to meet you where you're at, and they also review what we do in class as well. So you get a 2 for 1. All right? Please make sure you do that to get your 100. Let's tell you what we're doing today. Okay, you're on a phone. Okay, all right, because your computer doesn't have internet. No problem. Thanks for letting us know. So today's agenda is this. We're going to review, because tomorrow you're having a Unit 2 test. So what that means is we have 10 or 11 problems in this classwork. We're going to review the first 7 today. Okay, we're going to review how to write ratios. We're going to review how to find equivalent ratios. We're going to review how you use ratio tables to find equivalent ratios and to answer unit rate questions. We're going to review how you write a unit rate with the steps. We're going to review proportions. And last but not least, we're going to review solving proportions with percent with the part-to-whole relationship. That is today's agenda. After we review that, you guys will be responsible only to complete an independent practice. I think there's 5 or 6 problems on there instead of having an exit ticket. If you take really good notes today in class, the independent practice should be a piece of cake. Once you're done with the independent practice, you will submit your class notes that are required, and then you will continue with your iReady. Does anyone have any questions about that? That's today's agenda. All right, we're going to assign roles now. I think Mr. R is typing in the chat who's going to do the learning target, do problem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Leanna was kind enough to write the learning target in the chat. So feel free to look at that as we display the screen. Mr. Are we ready? Thumbs up. We ready? All right. All right, folks, let me just go to, here we go. All right, so in your stream, bam, bam, bam. Here is our work. We're going to see who he says is going to read the learning target. I think it's annotated in red. There's a lot of teachers where I live, guys. I'm sorry, the internet's a little slow. All right, let's see what Mr. R signed in the chat. Okay, Justin, you're reading the learning target. Justin does the learning target, which is right here in red. Go ahead, Mr. Justin. It's Monday, December 7th. Continue.
Okay. I can review all the standards and major concepts for my Unit 2 test. That is tomorrow. Tuesday, December 8th, 2020, by practicing the skills that I already learned and learned from many mistakes or misconceptions that I may have.
Awesome. Continue reading the lesson notes, sir.
Okay. Today, scholars, we will review the standards and major concepts for my unit that is tomorrow. Wait, is this the same thing?
Yeah, we're reviewing everything on Unit 2. So we're reviewing, okay? Good, you're doing a good job.
Tuesday, December 8th, 2020, by practicing the skills that we already learned and learned from many mistakes that we may have.
Awesome. So what's a ratio? Can you read that? Justin, that's you. What's a ratio? Number 1, ratio. What does it say?
Like one ratio or two ratios?
Number one, ratio is a way.
Is a way to compare two different quantities.
Good. What are the three ways to write them? What do we use? They're in yellow. What do we annotate? Don't use the word.
Two, colon, and fraction.
Good. Can you read number two, a unit rate with the 4 steps, sir?
Yeah. Part of the rate that is being compared to one, ratios, rates, and unit rates are all comparisons. They compare one quantity to another quantity.
Good. You guys don't have to write these down, but if you want, you can. We already have these in our notes. Steps on finding unit rate, Justin. There are 4. Can you read them? Very important for today.
Yeah. 1. Annotate the keywords, numbers, and phrases. 2. Label the units. 3. Substitute the numbers in a correct fraction. 4. Divide to find out how much one is.
Okay. And can you read what 3 is a proportion?
A statement that shows that two rates or ratios are equivalent. Yeah, that's what.
Remember, in a proportion, the units must be in the same order in a ratio such as tablespoons over pounds equal tablespoons over pounds. Justin, you're almost off the hook on this one. One more thing. Steps on solving proportions.
Okay. Step on solving proportions. 1. Label the units from the problem as a fraction. 2. Substitute plug in, replace the numbers in the
Numerator.
denominator that matches your labeling. 3. Cross multiply, butterfly method. 4. Solve for the missing value.
Amount. Now look.
Amount.
Unit rate, right? You're going to say, what is the total? The total goes on the inside on your dividend. The number of items goes on your divisor. The answer that you get is your dividend, is your quotient. Okay, that represents the unit rate. That represents how much one item is. So again, you take the total number, divide by the number of items. Use this image to solve proportions. Well, we reviewed this very extensively last week. The part to whole relationship equals percent over 100. Okay, so you have this visual to refer back to. Okay, problem 1 is Abigail.
The Bronx Zoo has 4 monkeys and 6 lions. What is the ratio of number of monkeys to the number of lions at the Bronx Zoo in simplest form?
Okay, Abigail, how do you tackle this problem? All you, tell me what to write.
You have to write 4 monkeys and lions, 6 lions.
Okay.
Then you have to see, since we have to do simplest form, we have to divide. 4 divided by 2. And whatever we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. And now we have to do the colon, which is 2 colon 3. And 2 to 3.
So what's your answer?
A.
What does that represent?
That represents the monkeys and the lions in simplest form.
Beautiful. Right? And we would say that for every 2 monkeys, there are 6 lions because 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. So what we would say answer would be A, which is 2. Answer would be A, which is 2 colon 3, which means, that for every 2 monkeys, there are 3 lions, and 4/6 is an equivalent. What did she say? An equivalent. I can't see over here. An equivalent ratio. Everyone see that? It's exactly what she said, or she said simplest form, same concept, same thing, right? Yes, David, yes, Mr. R is going to be writing you back in the chat. Beautiful. Anyone have any questions on what Abigail did? Now's the time to ask Abigail. She modeled it perfectly, I think. What do you think, Mr. Haas? She did a good job?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
All right, we're going to move on to problem 2. I think that was Kalani Roman. Okay, and if your peer is stuck, you can, type in the chat. All right, problem 2, Kalani. I'm just going to make this a little bit smaller so you can see the whole thing. Okay. Kalani Roman, this is you, young lady.
A bakery sells 6 banana muffins for every 3 bran muffins sold. Which table shows the ratio?
What do you do?
So it's 6:3 or 6:3. So then we have to, for every 6 muffins, it's 3 bran. So if it's 12 banana muffins, it'll be 6 bran.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so it'll be 6 for 3, 12 for 6, and then it'll be 18 for 9, 24 for 12, and you could keep on going if you want, but yeah. So the table that shows the correct ratio is B.
Can you explain why B is correct?
B is correct because it's showing like the correct ratio for each, like 6 for 3, 12 for 6, and then 24 for 12. And some people might get confused because instead of it being like 18 for 9 after the 12 for 6, but 24 for 12 is still the correct ratio.
And also, too, you could multiply 6 times 2. Like Abigail said, whatever you do to the numerator, do to the denominator, too. Right, Kalani, going off of you? Awesome. Remember, in order for this to be correct, all the numbers, as Kalani said, have to match the table. Your work should match the answer. Awesome. Let's move on. Enough of me. Let's do more of you. Mr. R said number 3 was going to be Emma. Yes, that's correct, Brandon. Yes. Emma, are you there? Okay, sweetheart, can you read number 3, young lady?
A bookstore is selling books for $10 each. Which graph shows the relationship between the number of books, the number sold, and the total amount of money, which is Y, paid from the book sale? Monday.
Emma, what are you given in this problem?
I'm giving how much they gave us, how much they're selling the books for.
Which is what?
$10.
What's on your x-axis? What's on your y-axis?
On my y-axis is the total amount of money.
What's on the x?
And then the x is the numbers of books.
Using what you just said, looking at A. Does that make sense? If one book is sold, I pay $1.
No.
So what do you do to it?
Cross it out.
Continue on. Do that for B, C, and D.
Why, if the same thing, 1 for 10, but it's 10 for $1 here. So no.
For which letter? B, C, or D?
C.
Oh, okay, you're on C. Okay, so you're saying that that's incorrect. Okay.
For B is 1 for $10, which that one is right.
Can you walk us through why?
Because if you read the question, it says one book is $10. And in D, what that was is not correct, because if you see, it says 10 for $10.
Okay. So can you further explain why 2, 3, 4, and 5 is the correct line graph here?
Because if you keep multiplicating 10 times 2, it's 20. 30. 3 times 10 is 30. 4 times 10 is 40. And then 5 times 10 is 50.
Beautiful explanation, Emma. Does anyone have any questions on how Emma got B as the correct answer? Justin, I need you awake, kiddo. Open up those eyes. Thanks. You should be writing this down as Mr. R said in the chat. We're restating what he said. Notes need to be copied because you have to submit them. And you'll be using them for your independent practice. All right, let's move on. Good work, guys. I'm not sure who's doing number 4. If you know who's doing that, then you can just come off and read it. If you don't remember, you can look in the chat.
Mr. R didn't put who's doing number 4.
Okay, somebody want to type and ask him? Since he's, nice job, Emma and David. Awesome job. Okay, who's doing number 4, Mr. R? Would you be kind to write it in the chat for us? Oh, he wrote something. Natalie and David. Maybe David, you want to do 4? Natalie, you do 5?
Sure. Alyssa's motor scooter can travel 470 miles using 20 gallons of gas. What is the unit rate for miles per gas? So in step 1, we have to list the numbers, which is 470 and 20.
And so before you list the numbers, what should you label? You're right.
The gallon of gas and the miles.
Okay, continue on. What did you say? What did you just say here?
I said, for step 2, you have to write down the numbers of the units, which will be 47 miles, and then 20 gallons of gas.
Keep going. You're doing awesome. What's the next step?
You have to divide,
Mm-hmm.
or like find the answer. No, the unit rate. We have to find the unit rate.
So what are you dividing?
Dividing.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to divide 470 by 20.
Keep going. I'm waiting for you. I'm not writing until you say what to write.
And that would equal
Look in the chat if you need help, or somebody help him out. Yeah, guys, you got to write in the chat to get kickboard points. Thank you, Kalani.
it's like 23.
23.
23.5.
What does that represent?
that represents the unit rate, but it's a decimal.
So what does that 23.5 represent? Miles, gallons, what?
It represents the unit rate for miles per gallon.
Okay. So wait, hold on. Miles over 1 gallon, right? Which is the same as called the unit rate. You all see that? David, you see what we did there, bud?
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions on how we found the unit rate? So what should you write on the answer, David?
23.5.
23.5 miles per gallon. Got it? Per gallon. Per means 1. Per each, every 1. Unit rate 1. Per each, every 1. Type that in the chat for earn points. Per each, every 1. Unit rate. Yes, Mr. R said that's a pretty low miles per gallon for a scooter.
Yeah, my car gets that.
Yeah, right? Good, per each. Guys, you got to keep typing in the chat. Yes. All right, folks. Let's move on now. Next up is going to be Natalie, Mr. R said. Okay, so let's do that one. Natalie, you're going to read number 5. You're going to have to come up with the answer. There's no multiple choice. Okay? Who's coming in late? Oh, he got thrown out. Okay, kicked out. All right, number 5.
Leon is making a recipe that uses 5 cups of the words are really little.
The words are really little. Okay, I'll make the screen larger. Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, try again. Number 5, read it again.
Leon is making a recipe that uses 5 cups of spinach and 2 cups of celery. Which combination below uses the same equivalent ratio of
Spinach.
to celery?
So what does it say to create? Hint.
Create a ratio table to find equivalent ratios or fractions.
Okay, so we have to create a ratio table. So how do we do that? What do you do? How do you solve it?
So first what we do is
think about it. What are the units you're comparing? What did they give you in the problem? Look at the problem.
5 cups of spinach
Mm-hmm.
and 2 cups of celery.
Okay, so we're gonna, yes, good job. And your peers are helping you out. Spinach to celery, she said. I'm just gonna make this a little fancy because, you know, Mr. R and I like it neat, right? All right, help us out. Fill this table in, young lady.
So for the fact for 5, it's
So 5 for how much spinach? What does it say in the word problem?
that is 2.
Good. Look in the chat. Your friends helped you.
10.
10 and what?
10, 4, 6, and 15, 20, and 8. 25 and 10. 30 and 12.
Okay. There you go. We didn't give you the multiple choice, and we should have, but we just made you create the table to understand you know how to do it. Okay? That's called rigor. You have to try it on your own without an answer choice. And all of these are equivalent to 5/2. Anyone have any questions on how she got those answers? Ask now in the chat or come off and ask her. See what Mr. R is writing here. You guys rock. Hey, Mr. R, should we do number 6 and number 7? Yes, this class is on point. Should we do 6 and 7 in the breakout room? Because it is only 10:38. And then we can have them do their independent practice at 10:50. What do you think, Mr. R? Okay. So what you're gonna do, guys, okay, we'll do it pretty quickly. We'll do 6 and 7 in a breakout room, okay? We'll have a teacher assistant in there. We'll do 6 on proportions and percents. And then we'll do number 7 again on a ratio table, even though it said Tuesday, we did it in the last class. We're gonna assign a teacher assistant in the room. My math assistant is going to be MW, who's MW? MW and Kalani. Who is MW? Oh, I don't know who MW is. All right, we're gonna do the breakout rooms. All right, let's do 2 breakout rooms. We're gonna work on problems 6 and 7 in there. I don't know who MW is. Oh, Kalani and, thank you, Math Wizard, Kalani, and who's the other one? All right, so one room is gonna be, Kalani's gonna be in charge. And in that room, I'm putting in Justin. I'm gonna put Mr. Haas. I'm going to put Brandon. Oh, Boris just came in. Late. I'm going to put in Caleb, Maria, and Rameses. In the other room, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'll take the other 2, I guess. We'll make them fair. We'll put 1 and 1. Go to your breakout room 6 and 7, folks. I'm going to assign those 2 that did not go. Here we go. Everyone go to their breakout room. Rameses, Samiri, Boris, Brandon, to your breakout room, Brandon. Everyone is assigned to a room. Everyone go to the breakout room. Waiting on you, Brandon and Rameses and Samiri. Go to your breakout room. Rameses, I need you in a breakout room. Samiri, I need you in a breakout room. All right, I'm gonna go to my room.
Oh, Canales, yeah, okay.
All right, guys, I was waiting for everyone. All right, so in this breakout room, Kalani, you're the superstar. Would you like to write on the screen? Let me, oh, wait a minute. I got to give you sharing privileges. I'll be right back. Kalani's going to be in charge, 6 and 7. All right, Kalani, you're going to share your screen. You're going to be the typist, and you're going to be the teacher assistant. Understand? I'm going on mute. It's all you. Go ahead, Kalani, Math Wizard.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, you're probably going to have to make a copy to write on it.
Right.
And we see ourselves again.
Which questions are we?
6 and 7, young lady.
Okay, so to answer, who wants to do number 6? No. Let's do Justin for 6, and then to help him, it could be Samari.
Kalani, you might want to say it again.
Okay, so to answer number 6 is gonna be Justin, and then to help him, it could be Samari.
Justin, she's waiting. The teacher's waiting for you.
Okay. So I'm doing A.
Samari, he has a question for you. Come off mute to coach him, please.
What happened? So I'm doing I'm gonna read or solve the problem.
Ask Kalani because she's the teacher.
Justin's
Line.
gonna solve, and then Samari's gonna read.
Okay. So Samara, read the question. All right. The mic up. Okay. It says a salesperson named Yerlin had $200 in sales last year, which is 40% of the sales she has this year. What is the correct proportion used to determine X, the salesperson total amount of sales in dollars for this year? Monday, yeah.
Okay, so let's do the part, whole, and percent first, and then go into the things. So what's the part?
Can I say it?
Sure.
The part is $200, and then the percent is 40, and the whole is a question mark.
Justin, do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Okay, what do we gotta do now, Justin?
We have to solve the problem. Put the whole is the whole is 200,000, isn't it? Wait, Justin, who are you asking? The teacher? Yeah.
Okay, so read right here from the X part.
Okay. The sales. Oh, okay.
So how do we like solve it?
Like we have to see what the whole is of. I think it's 100. Yeah, you want me to help you?
We have. Okay, so we have to find out how we make like the. How do we do the?
The what?
Like how do we?
I know how to. I know how to do it. Okay.
So how do we do it?
Kehlani? Okay. So first we put part over whole, and then we put no. Yeah, we put part over whole, then percent over 100, and then we bring that down. And then comes the percent over 100 becomes 40%, over 100, and part becomes 200 over question mark.
I disagree with the 200 over question mark.
Oh, then that means that 200 has to be the whole.
No, listen, no. You're right here, but you said 200. Look at the number, kiddo.
Oh, I meant 200,000. I meant 200,000.
And then what do we have to do with the percent?
You want to do this? So get points to David. I mean, not David. So you can get points to Justin. Me? Yeah. Okay. You could put a equal sign.
What do we do with the percent?
We put that into a part in a food.
So what's the percent?
The percent. We already know it's 40. We need to find out what the whole
What's
is.
always underneath the 40?
The whole. No. 100. Yeah, it's the whole. Just 100. No, the percent. It's 40% out of 100. Yeah, and the 100 was the whole. No, the whole is question mark.
Okay, so which is it? A, B, C, or D?
It's A. It's A. B. Did you just say B? I didn't hear you. Did you say B? Did you say B, Justin?
He did. Do you agree with him, Samari?
No. I think it's A.
Why do you think it's A?
I think it's A because if you look at the picture on A and you look at the picture that we just did, they match like they're the same. I got something to say. I agree with Samari because I seen Kalani, she marked it out, so I thought A was wrong. At first I said A. Oh. And she marked it
Yeah,
out.
I meant to put a circle, but it was a line.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's move on to number 7. And then your independent work.
So to read, it's gonna be Brandon, and then to answer it could be Caleb.
Alright. For a recipe, Azalea uses 3 cups of sugar for every 4 cups of flour. Which table shows equivalent ratios for this recipe?
Well, first off, I'm gonna check the cups of sugar first on the problem A, and I see that all of them, it says that uses 3 each per cup of sugar, so that one's right, but if you look at the cups of flour, it's not really going by 4s. So it's 4, 7, 10, and 13, which is just 3s. So I'm gonna cross out A. And then B, well, let's go to C, and then it's gonna say 3, 4, 5, and 6, and it's not asking us to go by 1s. So I'm gonna cross out that. And then I'm gonna go to D, and cups of sugar, and it's going by 3s and 4s, so I'm gonna cross out that. And then when you read B, it says 3, 6, 9, 12, and that it asking for 3 cups of sugar each. And then if you go to cups of flour, it says 4, 8, 12, 16, which is going by 4. So my answer is B.
I agree with Caleb.
Does anyone have any questions of what he just did?
No, it's pretty simple because it says there's 3 cups of sugar, so it's going by 3 times, and then 4 cups of sugar is going by 4s.
Good job.
Excellent job. Thank you, math wizard teacher Kalani Roman. All right, Kalani, when you're ready, unshare, hit stop share. Good job. Does anyone have any last minute questions? Because you know what you have to do. It's independent practice time. So let me just show you something real quick. Just so everyone's on the same page, I want to make sure everyone knows what they have to do. You're going to be going back to your Google Classroom. Okay, I really liked the teamwork that I saw there. Thank you. Okay, there's a daily notes picture you'll submit after you do this. I just want to tell you one thing on your independent practice. Okay, we're going to go back to the main session. You're going to type your class you're in. You're going to rate how you feel prepared on a scale of 1 to 3, 3 being the top, 1 being I really need extra help. Office hours today if that's you, or if you're unsure, come. Then you're going to read, read, read. And then when you answer question 6, you have to write it as a decimal. So if you think the answer is 21.5, you write that down and you hit submit. Are there any questions? All right, everyone go back to the main room. We'll see you on the other side. How was it in your breakout room, Mr. R? Somebody want to provide quick feedback? Who is your teacher in there? Was it Leanna? Hold on, he's gonna write. Samari, what's up?
Miss Kelly, what did you say? I'm sorry, my dog jumped from the.
If you were in Mr. R's breakout room, can you quickly report back? Can you report back how it went in there?
It was good.
It was pretty good. Good. You may, Adam. Go ahead. Go use the restroom, sir. Once you're done, let us know, please. Nice job, Math Wizard Kalani Roman. Move on to submitting your notes, followed by your iReady, ma'am. Selena, quiet. Excellent work, Juliana. Submit your notes, please. There are 10 minutes remaining until this class is over. All right, shouting out the following people that earned either anywhere from a 12 up to 15. So in this class, the following people earned 100. David, 15, Yerlin, 15, Juliana, 15, Kehlani, 15, Liana, 15, Samari, 15 so far. Good work. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of you earned a perfect score. 12 out of 15 is considered mastery. It's an 80. Okay, 12 out of 15 points. Anything lower than that is going to ask for you to come to office hours today. So if you did not get those scores, we'll see you at 2:20 for more support. Shout out to Caleb and Abigail for earning a 15 out of 15. Sounds like a plan, Caleb. Get those notes in, sir. We have 7 more minutes, folks. Abigail, you can screenshot it on your laptop and upload it that way. Refer to the November 16th Google Classroom video, okay? Natalie, nice work. You earned a 13 out of 15, which is an 86.7%. Kudos to you, kiddo. Submit your notes now.
For the third one, I got it wrong. I knew the answer. I just read it wrong.
It's okay. You can come to office hours to learn from your mistake, okay? Okay, Brandon, make sure you submit it. Huh? Brandon, make sure you submit your notes, sir. Same with you, Juliana.
I did submit my notes.
You did or didn't?
I did.
Okay, great. Then work on your iReady.
Okay.
Nice job, Brandon. 15 out of 15. Keep working. Just a reminder, if you do not finish this, you need to finish it during your lunchtime because it is due by 2:25. And the percents, guys, are looking awesome. We got, on question 3, the ratio, simplifying, we had 88.9%. 24 out of 27 folks got it right. Question 4, the proportion, we got 23 out of 27 responses. We earned 85.2%. And question 5, which is the Leanna question, we got 23 out of 27 and 85%. And the question with the miles per gallon, we got 24 out of 27 with an 88.9% rate. Awesome. Good job, Boris. You earned an 80%. Submit those notes now, sir. Mr. Justin Bodo. Like to shout you out, even though you had a little trouble on one of the questions in a breakout room, you earned a 100. Good for you, kiddo. We have 3 minutes left, folks. So if you didn't submit the work, now's the time. Waiting on a few of you. Juliana, I didn't see yours. Oh, Juliana, congratulations. You earned 100 as well. And Kalani, Samiri. Okay, Emma, I'll be seeing you later on today to review. Boris, yeah, I mean, the class ends in 2 minutes, so I guess you already went. Go ahead, go to the bathroom, sir.